What's going on, guys? Pinoy Unlock here, and welcome to the fourth episode of Anything Channel. And today we will be talking about devstream 93. And once again, they showed Harrow and they made some changes, so we're gonna be talking a lot about that. But I also pick up some interesting things that they have done during the question and answer portion, I guess. So there's a lot of things to talk about, so let's get on right with it. So first things first, I believe you are already aware of this. It's about Tanacon and about Barrow. So for the people who bought, the digital ticket, you will gain access for Barrow. So they mentioned that it's not only gonna be a one-day event, but instead it's gonna be like around 72 hours. Maybe it will change. I'm not sure, but that's what they said. There's a reason for that. Just watch it on the dev stream. Now if you don't know what Barrow's gonna bring, there's nothing really new, I think. But what he will bring is things that he sold before. So everything that he ever sold, he will bring it. So lucky for you guys, start farming for those kubats, ducats, and you know um, credits if you planning to go on a shopping spree now. Good luck with that. I still don't have my ticket, due to some financial thing, but I hope I will get it also. I'm really planning on getting it, but if things doesn't really go well for me, well, I hope you guys will take advantage of this thing. Barrow has a lot of good things out to sell, so there's that. Second thing I would like to mention is that Warframe is doing the 72 hour stream. Um, it's going on right now. So this is are for the veterans. So please make sure tune in on Twitch. You will find it under Warframe, and that's all I got to say about that. Let's support the veterans, okay? So first thing that I picked up is they're talking about somebody asked about having a maid skin, the anime maid costume. Um, they just said it's not gonna be done, so it's bad news. I'm sorry. I know some people are not gonna be affected by it, but if you're an anime type of person, you maybe gonna want some maid skin, but it's not gonna be there, and they didn't just flat out said no. They really gave a good reason for it. Technical difficulties in making those skins. So there's that. Another thing that they talk about is about the Sentinel mods. So if you are not aware, or even if you are aware that, let me give you an example first. Let's say you have a Sentinel and then you equip a weapon on it, which is a rifle, and then you equip a rifle. Some of the mods, you cannot fit on either because you are using it on a, let's say if you're using a warframe, you cannot put it on the Sentinel. So now they put something that it will register the mod is equipped on warframe. um this has been in the game for a long time, but I don't know, nobody's asking. Even I myself, I noticed that, but it really doesn't affect me. I haven't built up the Sentinel's weapons. So right now, it's a good thing that they made this. So you will know that, oh, this mod is equipped on a Warframe, so I cannot equip this on a Sentinel mod. So there's that. So, and also in the video, you're gonna see that they show Oberon Prime, in game, not only on pictures. And for me, I think it looks good. We got a question though. I know he's a paladin, and some say he's a druid, but I don't know how he turns out. Like because he looks like a goat or a cow. So I don't know. It's up to you to decide. That's just my opinion. It's nothing really, that impacts the game. That's just a thing. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so, like the looks of Overrun. I like it. It's not that bad. There's just a thing. I don't know if he's a goat or is it a cow. Or is he a paladin? A paladin that turns into a goat or a cow. I don't But there's that. So let's go to the next one. So some of the questions are answered around at the end of the stream. So here are the things that I picked up. Earth Remastered. We all know that it's coming. They talked about it in the previous streams. So it's a nice thing. Earth is gonna be redone. Uh, I just hope they do not make it, too much of a maze. Just like the Cuba Fortress. It's a good looking tile set. I believe it's well made, but there's too many nooks and cranny around that you can get lost easily. So I just hope that it's not really that important, but I really hope it's not too much of a maze. Another thing is about dual wielding. There is no ETA on when this is coming. I was thinking like I hope it comes with the Harrow because I'm really excited to try that dual wielding, and they really answered about the glaive. So I guess it's about the glaive weapons. And also, the thing I picked up from that conversation is that it seems like the dual wield is gonna be coming on a few selected weapons, I guess. So I will leave it at that. Now let's go on to another good news, which is shield gating. They are talking about it. I believe on the podcast. I heard about that. There's no idea also on when is that coming, but the good news is it's in the works. So for the people that doesn't know what shield gating is, let me give you an example. Let's say you have a shield of 100 and the enemy hits you for like let's say 500. So what's supposed to happen is since the 500 damage is more than your shield, so it will go through your shield and then hits your health. And if you can't still carry the remainder of the damage, you will die. So the result is you get one shotted. So what will happen is they will have to deplete the shield first no matter what amount of damage. So just as my example, they damage you on 500 damage and you have a remainder of 100 shield. They will eat the shield first and will not damage your health. They have to hit you again without the shield in order to damage your health. Now, these do not apply to the damages that bypass shields, okay? These are just through the damages that can must have to penetrate the shield first. So it's more like a barricade between your health before your enemies get to your health with a good amount. So you will not get one shotted with this mechanics. But if you eat up, like let's say you stand in a toxin, you will still die, even if you got a million shields. So I think this is a really good news. I really like the idea of it. I hope they, if you got like a really huge amount of shield, the gates, there'll be more gates, but I don't know what they're gonna do. And also this is gonna be good for Harrow because we all know Harrow's passive is double overshield. So there's that. Another thing they add is multiplayer in simulacrum, so you can now invite people. And if you are a host, go to the simulacrum. They will come in there to, I don't know, test builds in a multiplayer scenario. Go on a date. I don't know what you guys go do there. So there's that. It's a good thing, another quality of life, I guess. Addition to for us. So that's all the things that I think I find interesting on the question and answer. Um, so let's talk about Harrow. So about Harrow, we all know his passive is double overshield capacity. That has not changed, but some of the there's a lot of changes on the skills, which makes it I think it's gonna be a good passive for him. So let's talk about the first skill, condemned. Pretty much the same. It will impale your enemies that are hit uh, by uh, by the skill, but it has an additional effect now. Any enemies that are hit will also grant you shields. So as you can see there in the video, since now that we have a good picture and description of what the skills are, which is real great. So back to it. Per enemy hit, it will grant you shield. So this makes it really useful for his passive ability and also for gaining shields. So that's about it. Pretty good on the first skill. Second skill, penance. We all know that what this does is it will sacrifice your shield to gain a buff for reload and fire rate. But they also mentioned back then that it will heal your allies. So this one confirms it. What will happen is based on the shields that are sacrificed, the longer it is, I'm not sure it's going to be affected by power duration. I'm guessing it is. But the thing is, the more shield you sacrifice, the longer it is. Like I said, I'm repeating myself. Dang. um, so you will gain life steal on that also. So the more damage you do, the more health you get back. And additional is it will heal your allies within the affinity range. Now that is a huge range, and that will make him a very good support. So I really like the idea in there. Good job again. I'm really amazed by these changes. So the third skill, terrible. I think that's the way they pronounce it. So this skill got like a good buffs or changes. Um, First thing that changed is before it was you get energy back from getting headshots. Now they changed it to per enemy killed. So it doesn't matter where you hit him. Um, it will grant you energy once you get a kill. But another thing on this one is they didn't remove the headshot. So if you hit a headshot, the the energy that you gain back will be more than what you can get from getting just a regular kill. And as you can see, there is multiplied up to 4. So it's really a great thing they didn't remove the headshot. But if you are not really good at headshot, or there's something like preventing you from getting a headshot, you can still get energy back. The range, they said that once you cast it, after you're done with charging it, there will be an aura. They showed it. It's a really huge aura. I'm not sure if it's within affinity range also, but you can see it in the video. I'm not also sure if it's stationary or within you. It's kind of hard to see it in the beginning. They didn't really mention it, but it's a really good range, so it will really work. And another thing that they changed on it is you can cast it while moving. Now I think this is a great change, because my opinion before is I think it's a good skill, but it is a stationary skill, so the use is kind of limited to stationary missions such like defense. Now you can use it in almost every mission, because you can cast it while moving. Now another thing that changed, this is not on the performance but the effects. As you can see in the video, when she casts it, it's like you're I'm not saying it's juggling. It's more like twirling. It looks like an incense from a priest, if you have seen that. That's what it looks like. I think it it makes up for the lore of being a priest. So there's that. That's the only thing I can say about the third skill. I think it's great, another great thing. So let's move on to the fourth ability. So the fourth ability, Warf Pack. So previously, the way it works is once you cast it, you will get an invulnerability phase, and then whatever damage you absorb, it will turn into a buff. So it works pretty much the same, but with a few good changes. Now, as you can see in the description, it says protection includes allies within your affinity range. So once you cast it, your allies that is within your affinity range will get that immunity also. And also that immunity or invulnerability works with the duration. So it's a plus, but I don't think you will expect too much like, a 30-second invulnerable um uh 30-second protection. So I don't think so. Maybe around up to 10 seconds max. Hopefully more, maybe around 15 seconds. But it's a good change. Uh and then but it still has a mechanic where you can spam it. I think because after the protection phase, it will turn into a buff, and then the same thing. The more damage you absorb, the better the buff is, and that's it. So, but the good side on it is it will protect your allies. Just like I said, and it works with duration. That's a really good change. So there's that. Another thing I would like to mention that they showed is this is on his first skill. If you cast condemn on an enemy, and this is more like animation effects, and they are impaled, and you are trying to shoot them. They were kind of twitching like they're moving. So I think that's something that I have to mention also about. All in all, the changes in Harrow, I would like to say to DE, really good job. I really like the changes. I feel like this will entice people more into getting Harrow. It's a really good thing. Nothing to be said. Now, back in my previous video, as I said, it's pretty much like an Oberon. You got a good potential, but the survivability is not there. What changed now? Does it change? I still don't think so. I'm not really, because like I said, he is also another exposed frame. But now his skill are more interesting. Now you get a lot of things like healing. And then I don't know how his portability is really gonna work in a real scenario. So we'll just have to wait for it to come out in order to test things out, because that's how you know we should do it. These changes are just based on what they shown, based on what's in here, but we don't know if how it works in reality. So let's have to wait and see so what's gonna happen. So that's about it, and I hope you guys like the video, you find it informative, and thank you for watching. And once again, in my Pinoy late native language, salamat. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like please if you like the video, or even a dislike I will take. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy Warframe. Play the game. Do not let the game play. Have a good day, guys.